Hey guys, it's Steph here, back with another video. This time we're going to take it a little bit more natural and do an everyday look as opposed to a crazy purple eye, which most people don't wear on a regular basis unless you're a drag queen or something, which there's nothing wrong with that because girl loves her queens. But a lot of people, like three, asked me to do a natural everyday look, and I don't typically do like too natural, so I'm just gonna do an everyday look. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, to start I'm going to use my Too Faced Hangover Primer. I love this primer. It smells like coconuts, gives me vacation vibes, and it helps to hydrate the skin, which is really good for me in this time of year because the dry skin is real. I have been using this primer for a long time. I really enjoy it. I think it does a really good job of, you know, not drying out the skin as well as keeping your makeup on all day long. Next, I'm going to go in with my foundation. This foundation is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I am in the shade 125, just for reference. I really like this. I don't feel like it's too cakey or too full coverage, so for a more everyday look, this is definitely a really good product. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm using my Y7 brush from Morphe. It's a little bit of a dome shaped brush, and I'm just going to kind of blop it all over the place. I feel like I just make up words, so even though blop isn't a word, we're just gonna go with it and pretend like it is, you know? Alright, next we're gonna go in with my trusty Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the shade medium. I have medium, I have light, and I have light medium because I use them for different things. But if I'm going for a natural look, I don't necessarily like to highlight too much. I'd rather just get the coverage under my eyes. As you can see, I still have pretty dark circles. It's just something I've always had and I always have. So full coverage concealer is a must for me. And if you've never tried Tarte Shape Tape, do yourself a favor and go get some because it is a godsend. Okay, and I'm honestly just using that same brush. I'm a brush person. I know some people really love beauty blenders or beauty sponges. I'm more of a brush person. I just feel like I have more control. I mean, I use a beauty blender sometimes, but the brush really just does the trick for me, and I feel like it's so much easier and faster. Alright, next step is going to be setting the under eye. My under eyes crease fairly quickly if I don't set them right away, so I'm just taking loose setting powder, and I honestly just use Coty Airspun if I'm just doing an everyday look. If I'm doing something a little bit more dramatic or I want it to stay longer, I'll definitely go in and use a little bit of a higher end setting powder, like Laura Mercier or something like that. But honestly, this works perfectly fine, and it's $5, and it has lasted me literally months, so why not? I always put a little extra setting powder on my forehead, especially because that's somewhere that really gets pretty oily pretty quickly, and it accumulates throughout the day, so adding a little extra setting powder definitely helps to tame the oils. Like, I could fry an egg on this thing in an hour, probably, if I didn't set it, so, you know, just taking precautions. One other thing is I like to set my eyes, and I usually just go over my brush with whatever's left over from, you know, the foundation and concealer, just to add a little bit of something. My eyelids are also very oily, so setting them really helps to keep the oils at bay. So I just pop on a thin layer of the setting powder. Nothing crazy. I use this brush. It's an angled, like, most people use this for like blush, but I honestly feel like it's perfect to set, and it really helps get into the creases with that little angled tip. So I honestly just use this to set my makeup. And on to the next step. Next, I'm going to focus on my eyebrows. Yes, I do have a lot of hair for my eyebrows, but they are not perfectly shaped on both sides how I like them. Everyone's always like, you're so blessed. You have a lot of hair for your eyebrows and, you know, bop, bop, bop. And I'm like, yeah, but I also have a mustache because I'm Armenian and Italian and I just can't get away from it. So you pick. And I can't believe I just said it out loud. But it's true. I mean, honestly, it is really nice, you know, having the hair and the eyebrows, but at the same time, you know, it's a lot of upkeep. I started getting my eyebrows done in middle school. I was so self-conscious of them. They were huge, like literally this big. I have like a 3 head as it is, so it was taking over my face. And my mom was awesome about, you know, supporting me and wanting to have normal brows and not look like Bigfoot. So when I'm doing like a more natural brow, I'm really not doing too much. I like to spoolie it out first, usually because there's like setting powder and, you know, some foundation that gets in the hair. It kind of pulls that out. It also lays down the hairs to where I want it. And it makes it look like less bad. Yeah, less bad. So yeah, I just spoolie it out and then I'm just taking the pencil and I'm honestly just kind of defining underneath and a little bit at the top to give it a little bit more shape at the arch. Otherwise, I'm leaving the front of the brow as is because, again, I do have the hair there so it doesn't look bald or scarce. Same thing over here with the other eyebrow. I'm going to bronze up the skin a little bit just to add a little bit of a soft color to it. I love the contour kit. This is in medium to tan by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is something that you can purchase at Sephora, but it's also something that they frequently have at TJ Maxx. So you know your girl got it from TJ Maxx because I'm a Maxxinista and a Marshallnista. Love those stores. This is basically what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive into this color, and sometimes I mix it with this color, and I'm just going to bronze up a little bit. Okay, so I always put it right under my cheekbones. A lot of people do it down here. I do it a little bit higher because I feel like it helps make your face look even thinner than if you were to drop it down here because it makes your cheeks look smaller and less long. Okay, same thing on this side. Just placing down a little bit of color. And I don't go too far down. I don't typically go further than here. And I bring it right back into the hairline. Right at the top of my ear. Okay, helps to really blend it through. I also put a little bit on my temples. Some people go around their whole forehead, but I have, again, a diminishing forehead. Just kidding. I have a 3 head. And the purpose of adding a shadow at the top of your forehead is to make your forehead look smaller, and I don't need to make my forehead look smaller or I'm going to look like my eyebrows are meshing in with my hairline, which... no, thank you. I am going to go ahead and with my blush. I use the It by Pores blush. I got this from Ulta. It's a really, really nice shade. It really just helps to add, again, a little bit of color into your cheeks. Plop it on the cheekbone and kind of move it back toward the hairline, blending it in with the bronzer. Alright, so a little trick that I really, really love, and I actually learned this from watching Desi Perkins videos because I love her. She's a goddess and she is goals. But I like to add a little bit of color on my lid, not because I want to have, you know, a bold eye statement. I just feel like it adds a little bit of extra warmth to a natural look. So I honestly just go right in with my ABH contour kit, and I hit those exact colors that I used for my bronzer, and I just kind of pop that onto my crease area. Okay, you can already see it really is making a difference, helping to warm up the eyes and make it look a lot less flat, basically. Okay, so I'm just adding that on to both lids. All right, at this point, I'm weird. I like to set my face after I put down all the face makeup right before I do the highlighter, because I feel like, first of all, it sets all of that in place and it helps to intensify the highlight. Even though this is an everyday look, I wear highlighter every single day. I think it really adds a lot to a look, and it takes it to the next level. So again, this is not a step you have to do, but this is something that I love to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and set with MAC Fix Plus. Now for the most important part of the routine, just kidding, but it is my favorite, highlighter. Yes, yes. This is Laura Geller, got from Ulta. I believe it's like 20 bucks or something, but it is the color Peach Glow. Super pretty. So I'm just gonna put my brush right in there, tap it off, and we are going to glow. Love it, love it, love it. Sometimes I go in with a really heavy hand. In this highlighter, you really don't have to do too much because it's pretty intense. All right, now I'm going to do my next favorite step, which is adding it onto the brow bone and into the inner corner to add the zhuzh. We're gonna get this to be a word. People are gonna use it one day. Zhuzh. You guys probably think I'm weird, and you wouldn't be wrong. Okay, popping it in there. And then at the top of the brow. Lastly, I'm going to go in with my favorite lash mascara. This is the Lash Sensational by Maybelline, and it is, I believe, blackest black, because I don't go for anything else. Black like my soul. Black like my soul. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and coat the lashes. Another reason that I like to set my face before I put on mascara is because this mascara takes a long time to dry, which is kind of good because it gives you time to play with the lashes and put them in place before they lock it in. But it's kind of annoying because if I set my makeup right after I put on my mascara, it tends to get under my lash line, which is wicked unfortunate, especially in the morning when I'm already half asleep and I'm zombie status as it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and coat the lashes. This does a really good job of both lengthening and volumizing the lashes. All right. All right. This is the final look. A couple things I did off camera was adding some black liner into my bottom lash line and doing a nude lip. I added the color Not Telling by LimeLife, which I've been loving, as well as my very, very favorite Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This, if you don't have this in your life, girl, what you doing? What you doing? All right, so here's the final look. Nothing crazy. Something that I do every day. Honestly, it takes me 10 to 15 minutes in the morning. Slap it on there as a courtesy to the rest of the population out there that's gonna have to come in contact with me. Your girl's looking out for you, so you don't have to witness me looking like a cast member of The Walking Dead, all right? So yeah, if you guys liked what you see, hopefully you guys gained a little bit of knowledge about tips and tricks for makeup application as well as products. Definitely go ahead and throw me a like, show me some love in the comments, and I will get back to you. Also leave down in the comments anything that you want to see as far as content for future videos. My plan is to get them out every Sunday morning, so you guys on your lazy Sundays have something to hopefully look at. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Please be sure and subscribe. Help support your girl, and I'll see you guys on the next one.